Okay, so you have to go back to work. But does it have to be the end of your breastfeeding journey? The good news is I've got 6 tips that says that doesn't have to be the case, and here they are. First things first, let's make sure that your baby's happy to take a bottle, ideally given by somebody else, because, well, obviously you're at work, so we want to make sure your baby's comfortable. Depending on where you are in your breastfeeding journey, I'm going to say start expressing some milk out anywhere between week 4 to 6 to make sure that your baby is happy. So the next thing you're going to need is a good pump, and there's a lot of them on the market. So when you're going to choose your pump, make sure this thing here, the flange, fits your breast. They come in small, medium and large, and the trick is to pick the one that fits you. Now how you're going to do that is you need to measure your nipple. So get a ruler and measure the base of the nipple, because you want to make sure that this thing fits. And remember as well that you're not symmetrical, so you're going to have to measure both sides, because you may need a different flange for each side. So you need to make sure that your breast fits comfortably. You want your nipple to be properly into this flange. You don't want too much of your breast in there, but you also don't want it too tight, because if it is too tight, your breast is going to rub and you're going to be really sore, and this is going to hinder your expressing experience. So this thing, really important. Have a conversation with your employer. Let them know that you plan to take breaks to express. And by the way, in the UK, that's actually protected time. They might not pay you for them breaks, but we're allowed to take them. Think about planning your breaks around your baby's routine at home. So express when you would have been breastfeeding, because that's going to help keep you on track. The other thing is a good idea. Have a look at the room that they're going to provide. Does it have a lock on the door so that you feel that you got enough privacy? A comfortable chair would be a good idea. Do you have a fridge to store your milk in? If you don't have a fridge, then bring a cool bag with you with ice blocks, and you can store your milk this way. You also don't really need to have to clean your pump. You can just wash it and then store it into your cooler bag, and that's going to keep it clean. The other thing is check for plugs. Is there a plug handy? Because you're going to have to plug in your pump. And if there isn't a plug, then you're going to have to think battery operated. Bring spares with you if that is the case. Now that you've had that all-important conversation with your employer, ask yourself this question. Do you want to have a milk stash? Now I know you're stressed out just with the idea of leaving your baby and going back to work. I know. But you know what? If you do have a milk stash, this is going to help take some of that pressure off for you. You could do some expressing in the morning when you're probably feeling a little bit heavier. Don't forget that milk freezes for up to 6 months. Don't forget to put that all-important date on there, stock rotation, because we don't want to give the baby old milk. Also, don't drive yourself crazy with this, because you're going to be expressing when you're at work, so this milk is going to get replaced. Depending on where you are in your breastfeeding journey, has your baby started weaning already? And if that's the case, they're having solid foods. You're going to need less milk. Just think about how long you're going to be gone from them, what's your travel time, and how many hours at work. Relax. Don't put a mount on yourself, and please don't send yourself doolally trying to do this. Make sure to pack your pump bag the night before, because that's going to be precious time that you can be spending with your baby. Make sure you have a checklist. Put everything on that checklist you're going to need, whether it's spare batteries for your pump, the lead. Make sure your bottles and every part of your pump that needs to be sterilised has been thoroughly washed, cleaned and put back into your bag. Do you need to carry a cooler bag with you? Because if you don't have a fridge, you're going to need a cooler bag. Stash that in there as well. The other thing is, we have a habit of leaving things behind. Depending on what happened the night before, how tired are you? You're going to want to put that pump bag right where you can see it, ideally on that front door, because trust me, we're going to leave things behind, especially in the first few weeks. Make sure it's all ready. Give yourself as much precious time with your baby as possible. And by the way, while you're at work, as long as you wash all your pump out nicely, you can just stash it into your cooler bag and put it in the fridge. That's going to save you some time because you don't need to sterilize it after each use. And finally, ladies, don't forget about your nighttime feeds. This is going to let you have some of that precious time back with your baby. And you're going to also protect your milk supply because that's really important. The beautiful thing about breastfeeding is we can multitask. Bed share with your baby. You can lay down and feed and sleep, getting that important rest. Also, now that you've packed that bag already the night before, that gives you time to have a morning feed. All this is going to help to take the pressure off. My thoughts are with all of you that are going back to work because I know how difficult that is. And some of us might not be ready, but at least you're more prepared. Okay, so we've come to the end. So I'm hoping you guys have enjoyed this video and you finding it useful. If there's any other tips that you would like to share with other mothers to help them out, then please do add them into the comments below. You might have noticed that I've changed venues, well, because I'm feeling purple, and honestly it felt like a purple kind of day. So hopefully we're going to see you for the next video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And you know what, guys, have a great day.